It's Marketing Mondays. Man, what a great time to start and grow an online business, my friends. What a time. So we are in some new times right now, right? So I want to kind of give you my highlights on it and tell you exactly like what we're doing and what we're seeing on our end from within our groups. So Reactive Startup, we have a couple groups called Reactive Startup, Reactive Funnels. Reactive Startup is a program where people come and build a list, and then they shoot offers to that list, and then they make money through the database. So they build like 50,000 people within 3 months. And then Reactive Funnels is a different program where we show people how to use funnels to double their carts and double the conversion. So inside these groups, we've been watching what's kind of correlating through the online space, which gives us a really good sample size of kind of what's happening right now. Same thing with Amazon. Maybe you guys are watching Amazon and you've noticed that your Prime delivery dates are being extended right now. So that's kind of cool, right? And so a lot of people are making assumptions or ideas are like, whoa, why is Amazon slowing down their production? Why is my lead times getting larger? And what we're seeing is it's not because that employees are dropping dead. It's because of more people are shifting. There's a big shift happening right now, which is over to buying online. Okay, people are shifting to buying online. We've been quarantined, right? The U.S. is doing its own thing right now, and a lot of people are just like, hey, let's just stay home. Let's be safe. We got food. Work's telling us to work remote, so a lot of companies have shifted that way. Ours as well has shifted. We actually did the shift before anybody else was shifting. Maybe you guys saw my post. But what that means is more people are now at home doing their thing, doing the laundry in the background. Oh man, I need to order some laundry detergent. Let me do that right now. Oh, that's right. I got to get some supplies. Or hey, check this really cool t-shirt out. Like, that's a cool t-shirt. I'll get that for my husband. And so the money's still coming in, right? People are still getting paid for their jobs and occupations, interesting enough, for the people that are able to work remote. But for the ones that aren't, that's a different story. We'll get to that in a minute. But for the ones that are, they're shopping online, right? They're moving to an online space, which is great for us. It's great for us as entrepreneurs. It's great for us that own and operate our own individual businesses. It doesn't matter if you're online selling physical products, digital products, or whatnot, or services. But this is a great monumental piece for all of us because it's a big shift. It's an opportunity shift on many different scales. And I just want to kind of talk to you guys about that a little bit today. So even church, like really crazy is we did church Sunday. And interesting enough, we did it at home, right? We've done it at home before, but this is a different type of home. And a really cool thing that was said on the live stream was, church it never closes. Church is built within the human, right? We as humans are the church. So we spread the church just in different ways now, through groups, through talk, through chat, but we don't need to go to a facility to realistically have church. We can do that through virtual online. So talk about just a big shift in just the church monumental movements, right? That's happening alone with the products and delivery systems. So a couple things with that is you always never want to be a cruise ship, what are those, like an airline, what are those things called? The battleships, right? Like those big ships right now that take a long time to make big changes, okay? Big changes and big moves. You want to be a speedboat. A speedboat can make really quick shifts. It can make changes. It can say, okay, oh, there's a buoy. We need to make a left-hand turn. If it's a cargo ship or if it's a cruise ship, it's like, oh, there's a buoy. Nothing really we can do. We're going to hit it, right? Kind of like the Titanic with the iceberg. But the speedboat, boom, you zoom around, boom, zoom around. You make changes quick. My friends, we're making changes quick on all fronts right now. But those are great changes. They're good changes for us. And I want them to be the great changes for you guys. Because even I was in Starbucks last week, get on a laptop and making some changes to some things within our own business there. And interesting enough, during the hour that I was there, the manager, the overseer of that Starbucks location actually sat pretty much right next to me. And she was on a phone call, a Zoom call with all other managers, probably her district, with that Starbucks. And this is the thing I need you guys to understand, because a lot of us take this step back and we're like, wow, look at Starbucks. Like, they're a massive chain, right? They do well. They sell coffee at a ridiculously high price. People are always in line. They just hit it off, right? They just got it going on. But what we don't realize is Starbucks, as big as they are, is still a speedboat. And I didn't realize this until sitting in Starbucks just 1 week ago. So I'm sitting there, Zoom call's happening. All I can hear is what the lady's saying. She's like, yes, we've seen the same. Yes, we're doing that as well. People are asking for us not to touch the lids. Yes, they don't want the cream there anymore. And I kind of like was making this, these assumptions like, whoa, what is she saying? Like, what does this mean in regards to, what people are doing? Like, are they losing business? Is business starting to go down? No, because I went and asked her. I said, hey, I was kind of eavesdropping on your phone call there. And I was curious, like, are you guys seeing a decrease in sales right now at this location? She goes, no, not really. She goes, we're just receiving wanted changes from our customers. Whoa, that's really amazing. Because guess what? As an entrepreneur, as someone online, we seldom listen to our customers. We always drive with our own thoughts, right? What do we think they want? How do we think they want the product delivered? Starbucks is taking one for the team right now, is because they're listening to their customers on a daily basis. And because of what the customers are saying, they are making immediate changes. One of the changes was, I want the station. You guys know where you go get the cream and the sugars and all this stuff. I want the station cleaned faster, more promptly than what it was. Let alone that I know they wiped it down every 2 hours. They've shifted that now to every 30 minutes. Another big complaint or change that the customers were having in Starbucks was that they don't want the creamers on the table anymore. Too many people are grabbing those creamers, the sugars. They don't want the sugars on the table anymore. So what they're doing is they're bringing the creamers to the back, and they're having their Starbucks employees put the creamer in the coffee cups, or doing individual creamers now. The third thing was, when people are coming through the Starbucks drive-through, they're saying, hey, please don't put a lid on my cup. I'd actually like to be no lid, or I'd like to be given the lid so I can put it on. So just that one little thing right there, like, I don't want you to really touch my lid. I'd rather put the lid on myself than have you do it. My friends, what's happening is Starbucks is a massive speedboat. Okay, they're a big corporate company, but they still individually listen to their clients. Then they get on a call just like this, right? And they start talking. They say, okay, here's what we're hearing. Here's the things that they're asking for. Here are the changes that we need to put in place so that our business can keep going, can keep increasing. No big deal, right? We don't need to change our name. We don't need to go out of business. We just need to make these changes so we're adapting to what our consumers are asking and wanting for. And that's what I want to hit on with you guys today, is with your online business, make sure you're doing that. Okay, make sure you're on the calls. Make sure you're sending out emails. Hey, how can we be more of assistance? With this little kind of shift going on, there's kids at home now, right? People are having trouble going to work. Your husband might be doing a remote station. How can we as a company help you still live the life that you want to live, but just give you maybe a different resource in that way? Okay, so that's one thing. The other big thing I want to hit on really quick, because it hits home today, is there are no guarantees. Okay, with having a job. And man, I've been preaching that for like 7 years now, because someone very close to me, my father, always talks about the golden handcuffs. That's why he stays at the job that he has, is because they're golden. They're so good. The benefits are great. There's no reason to leave. Why would I ever leave? And I'm like, well, what guarantee do you have? And the usual response is, oh, well, I'm guaranteed a paycheck every 2 weeks, right? Guaranteed, really? Okay. So you're saying that you can never get fired. Your company can never go under. Your company can never go bankrupt, or maybe just one day be like, you know what? You make too much now, and so we're going to relieve you. That could happen. So yes, there are no guarantees, but a lot of us get locked into those false guarantees of, my job pays me a paycheck every 2 weeks, right? The scarcity of, oh man, can I go make the same or more amount of money doing my own thing? That's why I love the world of entrepreneurship, especially when you rip away those golden handcuffs, to where you kind of control your own destiny, my friends. Like right now in this atmosphere, there's still opportunities, right? There is buying options. There is cash exchanging hands right now, because there's blood on the streets. There's about to be more blood on the streets. And right now we are in the land of utmost opportunity as an entrepreneur. Just looking at things, what's really happening is, what opportunity do you take? Because there's so many opportunities that are hitting the ground right now that I'm looking at. I'm looking at stock options. I'm looking at retail options. I'm looking at different structures that I can go purchase. I'm looking at homing market, right? If you looked at Airbnb is exploding of complaints and cancellations right now. I'm in a couple Airbnb groups, and the only thing they're talking about is all the cancellations they're receiving. That's a great sign for us who want to go buy some Airbnbs right now because everybody's selling. Everybody's like, I can't pay my rent, I can't pay my mortgage, I can't pay all these homes. Like, I got to sell. So you get at a really good bargain, and then when this turns all around, maybe 4 or 5 months, you got 4 Airbnbs that you can start renting out and making some money, right? Travis Motley, my man, plenty of opportunities. Yeah, man, absolutely. Good morning to you, Ann. Good to see you. So I just get all jacked up about this stuff because this is like Candyland for entrepreneurs. So a couple other things is we went over to guarantees, we went over your business. This is the best time to start an online business. Obviously, like, go and do it, right? Like, start it up. You got time now. You're not having to drive to and from work right now, my friend. Like, use that time to your ability, right? So if you got an hour to work, an hour back, that's 2 hours a day that you now have to work on a new business. That is 10 hours a week. That is 40 hours a month that you now have to go work on a new business that you can start creating your own guarantees, creating your own self-worth, creating your own wealth, if you will, your own opportunities that you can work on and still work your 9-to-5 job, right? Does that make sense? Through Zoom calls and remotes and things like that. But man, like, the shifts are here. The shifts are changing. I love it because this is what we do. This is what we've always been doing. And now you guys get to see it. You're forced to kind of see it, right? So one last thing I want to hit on before I let you guys go, because this is awesome stuff today. And this has just been kind of wrapped in my mind. As you can see, I'm at my house today, so we didn't go to the studio. So I'm just doing this from my office here. And one thing I want to hit on is retail. So retail, woo! So retail's got it going on right now, right? They are freaking, because things are like Illinois. Illinois just shut down bars and restaurants. So you cannot go to a bar, can't go to a restaurant. Most bars, if you guys ever watch like Bar Rescue, how he talks about all the bars that are just like living paycheck to paycheck. Well, if that's true, which I'm probably pretty sure it is, don't know the stat, those are going to go out of business. Like, they are going out of business, guaranteed, because they are living off paycheck to paycheck, and their rents, their bills, they don't slow down, right? But the customers are going to, especially if we have a 2-week layoff. This might go more, right? People are thinking that this might extend for another 4 weeks. We just got on a call before this one that we're like, hey, we might be not going back to school until the following year. We might be homeschooling for the next month and a half, right? Why risk the children one extra month at the end of the year? Like, it's going to be April. Like, our schools are close to April 3rd. Most likely that'll be extended. And then from that point forward, boom, there's only May left, right? And then you're graduating. So you might as well keep the kids at home, put those schools online, and let's finish up the year strong, right? Which means there's a lot of shifts in the economy as well. With babysitters, moms staying at home, workloads are off the charts because now they can't go to work. Like, things are shifting. But back to retail. So with retail, there's going to be buying opportunities, okay? If you guys probably already witnessed this, but even before coronavirus, you go through retail stores, and there's so many here in St. Louis that are just empty. Like, they're just plain empty. There's some that just kind of have some anchor markets, or some anchors, like a Dillard's or like a Kohl's will anchor the shopping center that brings the most traffic. But those guys are probably going to close doors or whatnot, which means there's going to be retail opportunities to go and purchase, which means that you can switch those now from front end location retail facilities to lower rent because of the deal you're going to get, to now just warehousing, right? People are going to have online companies like us, but they still need to ship out. And they're going to want to have their own little warehousing facility, except for it doesn't really matter that it's a front retail. Like, they're going to say, I don't really care because I don't get any foot traffic. I'm like an eBay store right back in the 90s, right? I don't need foot traffic. I just need somewhere to ship my products. So I'm not willing to pay a dollar per square foot. I'd rather pay 30 to 40 cents, right? But you'll be able to get that when these retails go out of business. So another thing is I see there's a couple of people that are like service providers that are internal service providers on the call right now. And I appreciate you guys being on here. You can see everybody who's kind of chiming in. I recognize quite a few of the names. So with that, one thing I want to share with you guys is, if you are a service-based business, meaning people have to see you, right? They have to see you. Do they? So let's talk about, like, right now I'm in training, right? I always had a physical trainer. I have a physical trainer right now. My physical trainer, he lives in Arizona, right? And every Monday tonight, we'll be getting on a Zoom call. where I work out pretty much on a Zoom call in front of him. And I say, hey, here's kind of what I'm doing. Here's my moves. Here's what I'm having trouble with. Here's where it hurts. What can I do to fix that? And he, let's spend an hour together to cross-reference, cross-check, make some changes, altercations. And then you go this week, you hit me up, let me know, kind of send me some videos, send me some results, and I'll be boom, there. And I pay him, what do I pay him? I think I pay him $1,500 a month just to be my physical trainer for 4 hours a month, which is pretty crazy, right? And I make my foods, I just send him pictures, he just keeps me accountable. So I'm paying him $1,500 a month to keep accountable. Now, did I used to have a online trainer? Absolutely not. I used to go to the gym every single day, and that trainer would be there to meet me and do the same thing that I'm doing now. Ironically enough, is I'm getting better results with the trainer online. How crazy is that? Maybe you're a different service provider. Maybe maybe you're a doctor of some sort. Well, man, you really got to take the temperature, got to figure things out. Where does it hurt? How's it pain? But if you think about it, as a doctor, they really don't touch you much, right? They just kind of say, hey, where's it hurt? What's it look like? Can you sit up on this table? Can you lean back a little bit? Can you, twist your neck this way, look over this way, do this, where's it hurt? And then they make their call, right? They do that consultation call and they tell you how it's going to work. Again, all this stuff, I believe in full faith that it can be through Zoom calls. It can be digital of what we're doing now. So think ahead, right? If you are a retail business and you're like, man, I need people. Do you really need people, to come through you? Or can you maybe provide your service in a different light? Some of you guys know we work with chiropractors, right? Chiropractors, man, they got to adjust. They got to see you. They got to do things. Right? How are they gonna adjust in a world of where there's no touching, there's no interacting, there's no breathing on each other, especially during an outbreak, right? Same thing, right? Could you do a virtual consultation, right? Could you do a virtual consultation? Could you walk somebody through, maybe two people at the same time, and walk them through, okay, place your hand here, put that here, and now twist, adjust. Right? Make that movement. What did you feel? Can you describe to me what you feel? Is it tight? Is it less tight? We all went to school, right? We all learned what to feel, what to have, like how to do all these things. So that's some thoughts for you guys as you kind of go down as we take every day step by step of the changes that are happening. Don't freak out, right? It's just a change, right? Everybody hates change, but embrace the change. Look at what your consumers are needing, right? Everybody's going through the same thing. So how can you see it as an opportunity versus a non-opportunity? I don't know what the opposite of a non-opportunity is, but what is, whatever the opportunity as it presents itself, okay? My friends, there is money to be made right now. If you're hurting, let me know. Like I put a link in the chat. I'd love to have a deeper conversation with you guys, especially how we're, still just doing great online. Like sales have never been better online actually for us, and a lot of people in our groups, they're saying the same things, like sales are great, sales are working well, we're just trying to figure out how we get more inventory, right? And that's what I want you guys to have. So if you want to book a call, have a deeper conversation, I put a link up the top, it goes right to one of our schedulers, and they can have a call with you and see what the next move is for you and your business. So if it's retail, let's talk. If it's online, let's talk. If you already have a business, let's talk. If you look like, hey, you're right, these checks are not guaranteed, let's have a talk, right? Let's get you guaranteed stuff that you control, that you make all the decisions, that you control the price, you control the product, you control everything in and out of that business. So my friends, this has been great. Thank you for showing up today on Marketing Mondays. I'm here for you, right? Doesn't matter where I'm at. If I'm at the office, I'm here for you guys. If I'm at the house, I'm here for you guys. If I'm on the road, I'm on my phone for you guys. But ironically, all three of those are digital, right? I'm going to you live digitally, because that's what we do now, right? This is the new world. So welcome. Thanks for showing up today. Marketing Mondays, every Monday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. You guys have been great. I'll answer. It looks like there's quite a few questions in the chat. I'll get to you guys and I'll respond, okay? See you, bye. Bye-bye. I suck at being a CEO. Slice the credit card, 10K out.
Trey's like, hey, I found gun targets. We got wolf oil. What's the next offer we want to make?
Doesn't matter what it is. This works for everything.
Dude, blown away by your training in the reactive funnel.
Russell Brunson has brought together a collection of his top 2 Comma Club and 8-figure award winners.
Man, your thought process around optimization, just pick up the damn phone.
So let me ask you a quick question. What if I gave you the funnel? What if I gave you the G700 funnel that made it all happen?